Okay, so this is basically my homework assignment for the class that we had this week, which was the second session of the MATLAB and Simulink workshop provided by Best Robotics. And what we are looking at here is a way to control our robot in a simulated environment in Simulink using an arcade, basically using arcade controls, but we're using buttons here. So we're using buttons that we can press directly in Simulink. And the results are going to be simulated in this obstacle environment, which is part of the robot playground package. And so basically what we've done here is we've created 4 buttons, one for forward, one for reverse, one for left, one for right, because we know that our motors are in the range of -127 to +127. I just set each of these equal to sorry, it should be, okay, never mind, I made a mistake here. So this should be, it's -127 to +127. That should be 127, not 173. So let's fix that. So that would be 127, and this value corresponds with this forward, which is good. This should logically also be +127. The other option is to make this -127 and then make this sign positive. But what I just did was I just made this button be +127, and I ended up subtracting it here. So either way is fine. It should work either way. But let me just confirm one more time that this is 127. Good. And the left should also be 127. And the right should also be 127. So let's go ahead and change that. Good. So 127. And now what happens is these are linked to each of these constants. So whenever we click on these buttons, they will be used as inputs. And then obviously when we're reversing, it's negative, and when we're going forward, it's positive. Same with left and right. Left will be negative, and then right will be positive. And these go into this, I forgot what these are called. I think they're called subsystems. Yeah, subsystems. And in the subsystem, we are taking in the forward and reverse, the net, I guess you could say. And then we are putting it into the left and right motor. And as our teacher explained, we have to use the saturation, because if we add the 127 from the left, and then we also add the 127 from going forward, that's over the bounds that our motor can take. So that's why we have to saturate it. And as you can see in the saturation block, we have our upper and lower limits. And this makes sense and everything. We've went over this in class. I just turned this into a subsystem just so it's a little easier. And I think actually we do have an arcade module in here that you could be using instead. And you could use this in place, but this is essentially just the hard-coded version of that. And you can check our robot IDs are the same. So let's go ahead and run this and see what happens, and we'll play around with the buttons and see what we can do. So I just hit run. And it's going to take some time. My computer is a little bit slow with MATLAB, and it's compiling. Okay, so here is our, let me put this side by side so we can see these two simultaneously. Let's see if I can do that. Okay. Oh, never mind. Whoops. All right. So here's our simulated environment. So we can go forward. As you can see, as I press the forward button, the robot goes forward. So as I go forward, and then I can also go reverse, and then I can go left, and it'll rotate left. And if I can continue going forward, there's a bit of a lag, and I'm not sure why there's that lag, but as you can see, I can press and hold forward, and it'll go forward. But there's that lag, so I'm not sure how to fix that lag. And we can also turn right. That's an option as well. Good. So this works, as you can see. And right now I've set my soft time to infinite, so I can do this forever if I wanted to. So these are my 4 buttons that I've been working with. Good. So let's go ahead and stop this program. And I wanted to show you the other program that I've been creating using the keyboard controls instead of the buttons. So as you can see, I used, in our folder, we had a keyboard input file here that basically explained how to install this add-on and use this. So I just copied this part, the input, and then the gain. Once again, I'm not really sure how the gain works, but I went ahead and just copied this portion right here, and I put it into a new file called arcade control keyboard. And similarly, we're going to use our W and S for forward and reverse, and A and D for left and right, respectively. So, and this is doing the same thing. I use the same arcade blocks. So, and we also have our obstacle environment here. So let's try and run this as well. Let me minimize that so you can see the virtual environment when it runs. Okay, so I hit run, it's compiling, and here it is. Okay, so let's make sure to re-enable exclusive figure keyboard input. Okay, and so I'm pressing W right now, and as you can see, once again, there's that lag. I'm not sure why the lag is there, but I press W and it's going forward. S, by pressing S, it goes back. A, it turns left, and D, right now it's turning right. Good. So one of the questions I had, I don't know if you guys have a solution to this, is what if I wanted to go forward and turn right simultaneously? So if I press W and D simultaneously, it's only doing W because I think I pressed that second, but like I can't do two things simultaneously. So if you guys have a solution for that, that would be good. But otherwise, that's it for this video. Sorry about the little message in the middle that came in. That was from a class group chat, which is a little chaotic at the moment, but that's fine. Anyways, hope you found this video helpful.